It's the annoying kid who dies all the time.
Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Hat in Time Seal the Deal's Death Wishes. And in the last episode, we escaped through the Deadbird Studios collapsing rift, did 4 levels around the world without jumping, because if we do, we die. And then we did a collectathon with the virtual / nostalgic costume and badge that we have earned throughout the episodes thus far. So we can play the game like an N64 game. But we're not going to be doing that anymore because, you know, the visuals are probably not that pretty, and, you know, it's just there for, you know, for the sake of paying homage to the games that inspired this. And in this episode, we have got one hell of a start. The lowest common denominator that is right now is this number 7 right in the corner here, right after the security breach, but not after the rift collapse. So we're going a little bit back on ourselves, but away from Mafia Town again, to the Great Big Hootenanny, and it is anything but, I assure you. Complete the big parade. Looks like you're getting quite a following, quite literally in fact. They're not talking about your fans, but followers. These dumb owls will follow you anywhere. Maybe you can keep them busy by running around in circles. So if you remember what the level was before with the big parade, the second of DJ Grooves' 2 levels of the Battle with the Birds, Chapter 2 of Deadbird Studio, basically you were followed by a bunch of owls. So it's like Snake, don't let them hit ya. And not only that, but you've got to wait around a bit, turn on the pyrotechnics, do all that sort of stuff. Well, we got to do that again, but it's more unfair. The reasons being are the bonuses. Bonus 1, other than beating the level, bonus 1 is that you cannot get hit by the band at all. You will lose that stamp. Second of all, do not let any of the DJ icons despawn. So remember when we were in the original level, those icons were randomly chucked out by penguins dotted around the place. You have to approach them for them to drop it, and then you pick it up to increase the score for that level to determine who the boss will be at the end. Well, those don't do anything other than you have to grab them before they despawn in order to get the stamp. If any single one of them despawns, that's a problem. And the biggest problem is there is no limit to how many times they can do it. So as soon as you're about to progress, you got to go back. This took me forever, and this was more infuriating than the 0 jumps, because at least then you know when you messed up by pressing the jump button. Here, this can effectively be endless if you're not allowed to continue moving, because they keep they keep wanting you to keep collecting DJ icons. If a single one despawns, you lose. There is no limit. Let's get into it. So as I said, it is pretty much the exact same as before. We got to do... Oh, and look at how many owls there are that we have to avoid. There's like 4 times the amount. And that is going to be hell on platforming. My advice, the time stop hat is absolutely essential. Yes, I have changed my costume as well as my badges since the last episode, so I don't have the nostalgic stuff on. Because that could probably be quite a nightmare to try and see what I'm doing in this particular area. I would like it all in focus. Now, the problem is, this is going to replace our hat, so we want to change that immediately back to the time stop. But, here's the thing, even though it changes our costume now, if you lose, it will spawn you pretty much at the start of the 3, 2, 1 countdown before you move on, so at least you don't have to do all this beginning stuff in order to get back into the swing of things, but you will lose the costume that you're wearing.
Good luck, darling.
You'll need it.
Alright, so we've got a bit of a problem here. We got to dodge all of this while still moving about. Right now, we haven't got anything to deal with right now. We just got to avoid them like usual. Just keep moving around, and there is a DJ icon. It begins. Right, so... Wow, are you serious? Hang on a sec. Maybe I would like that on? No, that's not going to help. The problem is, when you fall, you land on your butt, and if you don't recover immediately, that's pretty much game over right there. And when did I change back to that weapon? I thought I had this weapon on for rage. I want that on, please. I'm going to have to restart. That was a great start. But, as I said, thankfully we have the HUD in the corner to actually tell us what's what. Sometimes, though, I have known it to break. As in, like, it doesn't follow correctly. So, keep that in mind. But yes, we've got to pretty much keep going for these tokens. And, as I mentioned, you can't miss a single one. And if they keep spawning them, especially, well, right now we're waiting for a time limit to elapse, so we have to hit the pyrotechnics, which thankfully have been changed from gears to buttons, as you can see right here. The gears were pretty much made it way too hard, because unless you slow down time, whacking them 3 times was pretty much impossible without getting hit. So yeah. And this is a problem because I'm about to get a cutscene, and I'm not going to be able to grab this thing because the DJ Grooves is going to interrupt me. So I need to mash quickly through it and skip that cutscene so I can still grab this, because the timer still ticks down even while DJ Grooves is talking, which is evil. Everything should freeze, like your followers, while you're talking. And look, I was literally just there. The exact same penguin that I was just at has another token for me. So now all of, like, this 4 to 6 times long following that's happening, I've got to somehow grab this. Wait, did I grab it? I don't know where it's gone. I can't see what I'm doing. No, that was fair. You see what? This, I hate this mission. This is truly one of the first death wishes that I can say I hate. That penguin had a token twice. I picked up his first token, I walked away. The owls are gonna be in the way, because there are 4 to 6 times the amount that was supposed to be here. Because it's Death Wish, it's supposed to be harder. But then, because of RNG, and I hate things that depend on RNG to make things harder, the same exact penguin had another token, but how the hell am I supposed to get that without getting hit when the whole entire platform is filled with owls, because I was already there? And because the camera imploded into me, because I was trying to, like, you know, avoid getting hit, I've got to do the whole thing again. There were no checkpoints throughout the entire thing, although that wasn't really a big issue during the original Hootenanny, but I would say, or Big Parade or whatnot, but I'll say this. It took me, like, what, 7 attempts of recording in order to get that video the way I wanted it to, the original of this mission, and now I've got to do it with even harder still. And I didn't make that jump, so that's just perfect. And by perfect, I mean sarcasm at its finest. These zip lines, again, I have such weird things with them. I don't seem to clip on them when I want to most of the time, so that's going to be fun. I've already been in this direction, so that's going to be a problem. Can I get this token before they spawn another one? Because DJ Grooves is going to talk. And I hate him talking when I'm in mid-jump as well. Yes, everything freezes, but I did not. I didn't cancel that one out. Because I was in a cutscene, it automatically cancelled out my lunge. There are so many things wrong with this, both in the original and the... And the thing is, the music is good, but it's going to grate on the onset the longer and the amount of times you're going to have to do this. I've made it to the pyrotechnics, but I haven't hit a single button. The only thing, as I said, that I am thankful for is thank God that they changed the gears that you have to whack for the pyrotechnics into just buttons that you just got to walk over. Thank you for that change. But that's only made it marginally easier. It is still difficult for RNG. And it's mostly because of these tokens. The tokens are my biggest problem. Because they can extend the mission to pretty much ungodly lengths. Pretty much indefinitely if they keep spawning it away from where you need to go. And I don't like that. And right now, I was right behind my line. Look at... Seriously, every time I'm trying to talk about something, you hype up. Look how long this line is! This is insanity! I was actually trying to activate my hat so I didn't get hit there. That was risky, and great. I mean, I guess the time stop hat's also helpful for when you are trying to go for the, oh god. I didn't even wall climb! What happened there? I didn't wall climb again! I don't know if that counts. I'm pretty sure that's fine, but there are no heart ponds to grab during this segment. They won't even chuck heart ponds. There was no heart pond chance like in the original, so yeah, additional damage is additional, so that's fair. So you only have 4 chances to do the whole thing, get hit, and that's a thing. But we didn't get hit by the owls, so I'm pretty sure we are fine on that. But right now I haven't had a chance to go to any of the pyrotechnics. because these tokens keep spawning. This is the problem. When we first start, the timer ticks until DJ Greaves tells us to turn on the pyrotechnics. Fine, that's it, that's progress right there. But unless they stop spawning tokens for us to grab, tokens, icons, whatever you want to call them, it's going to be indefinite, and we're not going to be able to make any more progress until we hit these 3 buttons. Hitting 1 doesn't mean nothing. We're not making Progress City right there. So we need to keep going for these. Thankfully I can hit this one on the way, because it happens to be in the way, but that's not always going to be... It's not always going to be kind, I'll say that. And right now we're having to go back into the line of fire. So yeah, this is basically 3D Snake with platforming. Oh boy. I'm not going to try and waste my time stop hat right now. I normally use it when I have to weave into my own line so I can avoid, like, the... He chucked it in the opposite direction! He swerved me! I grabbed it for the sake of it. I'm going to cut until I get back to the pyrotechnics, because we had 1 button left to press. Even though the HUD said that we still had 3 to press there for some reason. Like I said, the HUD for some reason breaks on me. Okay, we're back to the pyrotechnics. There's no point showing the first part of it over and over again, because you know if I failed, I'll show off the death and like how it happened. But yeah, so we're back to the pyrotechnics again. Just a thing with using the time stop hat, just like in the original version of this. Whoa, that swerved me. I didn't realise I was going to get snapped onto that one. Dang. Okay, hang on a minute. I've lost myself. Is there a token I need to grab? I don't think there is. I think I am getting a bit of a grace period here. Nope. Now one spawned in the opposite direction. So now I'm already heading this way, so I've got to hit the button. But yeah, if you use the time stop hat, just like in the original mission of the game, outside of Death Wish, if you did if you do use the time stop hat, yes, you'll get a bit of a lead and you'll be able to weave. But as soon as it wears off, wherever you use the time stop hat, the owls are going to, like, you know, warp to close in on the space. So you're never going to actually make a lead by continuously slowing down time. They follow your every move. It's just there. When you slow down, they will speed up afterwards to compensate. Like, during your slow down phase, that's when they'll speed up to close the gap that you just used to slow down with. So keep that in mind. You're never going to have enough breathing space to be happy with. I've still got 1 button to press, but the thing is that, as I said, the HUD isn't really being accurate with that right now. I need to get this. Oh my god, I got stuck on the sign! Oh. Okay, I'm just going to cut until I get at least 2 buttons pressed now. Alright, can I go for a button now? If I can go for a button, I'll be back where I was. You cheeky bastard! See what I mean? I'm right next to a button. I can't go for it because he decides to just have another token for me, so I have to prioritise that. Now, you might be thinking, why do all 3 at once? Well, because it is feasible when I prefer doing it. Did I grab that? I'm not entirely too sure if I did. I can't see the token, so I'm going to guess that I did. But yeah, we're back to where we were now with 1 button yet again. If I see the icon down there, I'm going to grab it. I can't see it, so I'm fine. I must have grabbed it when he chucked it. Yeah, I've got 1 button remaining, and yet for whatever reason, the HUD still says I have 3 buttons to press. Like the little circle in the corner there. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Well, I can press this because you're not going to interact with it. Oh, yes, you are. I can't skip that. You see what I mean? Do I press the button or not? That's now lost like an 1/8 of its time wheel. An 1/8 or a 1/4 of its time wheel. I might have to slow down time to make this. I can't even get over there because of the pyrotechnics. This is fair. And they're going to go off again. Oi. No, that's bad. That's bad. I've taken a lot of damage very early in this particular attempt, so that's not good either. So I kind of need it to eat hits for the pyrotechnics. I guess if it's ticking down, I should use the time stop hat to give myself a bit more breathing room. And right now, I don't see any tokens on the HUD, but yeah, the tokens are the worst bit about it. I was gonna, like, just have a montage and just, like, not talk while doing this, but that's gonna tick down! Okay, I'm good for now. They're being a bit kind by not spawning any tokens at the moment. I'm a little bit weirded out by that. But yeah, what? Oh, I hit the spark. That's not good. No matter what happens now, if I get hit, I'm dead. But yeah, if I took, what was I saying? I lost it. At least that was a bit of a grace period. I'm not having to go for. Oh! What the hell? I forgot that happens. Even though he says, can you turn on the rocket launchers? Even though you still got to turn on at least 2 rocket launchers, they're already on when he says that. That's right, that's stupid, because I wanted to talk about that, but I forgot about it. Like, oh, basically when he said, can you do it, there was already a rocket in my face. How am I supposed to react to that? And why do I have to turn them on when they're already on? Just because the original mission says, oh yeah, turn them on. It's because it's Death Wish, it turns them on for added difficulty, but I have to turn them on while they're already on. Why do I have to do that? That shouldn't be a requirement. And that's not fair either, because those rockets can already be firing when you're trying to go for where the rockets are coming from. So it's like, it's not very fair in my opinion. And it dicked me over right there, because I wasn't ready for it, because I was like already in mid-jump going somewhere. And look, the buttons themselves, look, you can tell the buttons are technically already pressed. They'll only become unpressed when you have to touch them. They'll just flicker. So it's like, that's evil. I don't like that. Oh, that's perfect, that is. It's going to cut or speed up, but that's literally right where I need to be. So, that's RNG right there. And I haven't taken damage yet. I'll say that, watch what happens. But yeah, what I was trying to say was, before that happened, is that I was planning on post-commentating this and just doing it and just have a montage, but since I have to literally play all the way through it, there are no shortcuts I can take. They're not even editing-wise, really, because I'm still sitting here doing it all. I might as well talk about my frustrations while I'm doing it. So, there you are. Now, problem is, that can happen. What did I just say? There's no point going for the button right now. I might as well get this first. I'm slowing down time because I did not like that situation. So that gives me a bit of breathing room, but not much. Only when slowing down does give me... So look, he's already back behind me again. Yeah, also something else I've noticed about the pyrotechnics in the Death Wish version of this, which is the version we're playing, obviously. That was a bad jump. Oh, boy. No. Oh! That's a bad spot, you cheeky bastard! I tried to press the button to use my hat, it wouldn't let me, and then I went through a building. I'm gonna lose it. Look at that. Look at this! Look at this! It despawned. I don't believe this nonsense. Oh, really? No, I'm not even having that. That's stupid. I'm not going to get hit immediately on the start because I happened to jump on the 10% of the entire line that had the hitbox. Oh, again, RNG. How did I time that? Oh, wow. That don't happen often. And I didn't pick either of them up. And now, are you serious, man?
5 minutes later.
Ah! Oh, that was close. Gotta slow down time to get weave through. Grab it, there we are. Then I can go for this one, unless he spawns another goddamn icon, in which case I'm gonna be mad. Oh boy. No, he spawned another one when the cutscene's about to go off. That's cheeky, because that means you're spawning it while the timer is ticking. Look at that, the timer's ticking down because you spawned right when I hit the button. What am I supposed to do about that? Okay, I didn't mean to bounce off that penguin's head, but you know what, that's fine. I'll take it. Okay. Back onto this bit where the timer's going down. We're back. Once the timer has ticked to the point where we're on the next set of buttons, we've got to be dodging the rockets before we even turn them on, because Death Wish is evil and unfair, and I'm going to get hit if I do not slow down time there. Hooba, hooba, hooba. That's going to go off as well. They're all going off at the same time. Where am I supposed to land? Jesus. But the problem is, when I slow down time during this particular segment, it takes longer to get to the next segment. Ugh. There's nothing in your favour during this. It's supposed to be, oh yeah, great big parade. And it's like, yeah, it's never been a chore. Great Big Hootenanny, more like great big hassle. Come on in, GJ Grooves, interrupt my gameplay again. Right, we're actually right next to one, so that's quite good. But the problem is, I already jumped on it, so I'm going to have to weave through with the time stop hat like so. Now that makes me feel good. That don't, however. I'm now going to have to turn back round even though I've already committed to the jump. No! I couldn't see where I was going. I jumped in the wrong direction. And then I lunged because I panicked because I needed the extra time. Oh boy, I hate this. Right, I can get over there now. I hate these. This is RNG. Now a cannon. Some rockets are after me. I need to land on here. There we are. Team Rocket's blasting off again. And this time, I'm the one who's going to be on the receiving end. Not them. Can we hit this button, please? Don't actually land on the thing. No, oh my lord. How did I get out of that? Yep, I can't get that. I'm going to have to take a hit. I'm going to have to take 2 hits. I don't think the owls have hit me, though. Oh my... No! Seriously! You put a token where I can't land! Get ready. That's not fair! And I can't wait around until the floor is not damaging, because then I'm going to get hit by the bloody owls and make a wall and barricade it off that way. RNG is stupid! That was about to run out. And I didn't hit the button! Excuse me! How did I not hit the button? I walked right... I swear I walked right over that. And look at that mess.
2 very boring minutes later.
And the pyrotechnics are going off, so what am I supposed to do about that? And I pressed A to recover. I pressed A to recover. I pressed A to...
5 minutes later.
Of course. Okay, we're back to this point again. I am at 37 minutes in the recording right now. And that includes the cutting out the beginning for syncing purposes and whatnot. That's as soon as I hit the record button. I'm at 37 minutes. And I'm still going, and I'm not going to get over there in time. This floor was ticking down before it stopped fizzing the first time. I need to slow down time now, otherwise I'm not going to make it down there. Oh, come on! I got stuck on the sign again! As soon as I get back to this point, I got to do it again, because that's fun. Still, though, gotta listen to this music again. I like how it's such a happy and catchy tune, and yet because of this, it makes you hate it. Right, can I go over there now, or are you going to push me back to behind me again? No, that side of the level this time. I could have died there with that spark, and I would have to do all this again. Even if I do get past this, I'm probably going to get hit by a rocket upon... right after DJ Grooves talks to me about the rockets. So, I don't even know why I'm trying. With this much health. Can I go for... Nope, I still can't... Look at this! This is the perfect, like, time to say I cannot go for the bloody buttons. It won't let me! I got somehow frozen mid-air there? What happened there? I'm stuck! I was actually stuck in the trombone.
Hope you enjoyed that one, kiddo, because there's a lot more where that came from.
Where you... Stuck on the penguin again. I'm not even trying to get stuck on the bloody penguin. I did not know I could go in here. I did not know I could get stuck in this bit. What the hell? I mean, I should have known that because of, you know, what happened with, what was that? What was that? McGrooves, McDream Paradise. That was the mod.
11 minutes later.
I didn't make it! That's not fair. That's not fair. Hat Kid made it to the top, and she did her little jump after reaching the top, but she didn't move or grab the ledge. I was holding forward that entire time. Why did she not go forward? Get ready. Now the main physics are breaking. Yay! Let me just do this again, because this game doesn't want to work with me when I'm playing the harder mode. Let's have additional artificial difficulty on top of additional difficulty, because additional difficulty isn't enough. Let's break the controls as well, shall we?
This moving ninja.
Ha 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 ha! You see what I did there? I'm practically standing on a button. Look at that! Give me that! A bang! Immediate! I planned that well. I didn't do that well though. I slow down time as soon as I get cocky. Still though, that was helpful. I'm glad I did that. I guess you can plan your movements if you can, but I had to pretty much stall to make that happen. I went pretty much on the outer edges everywhere. And this is the only token that's actually available right now. And I've only got... Spoke too soon. We are finally here! And I've got full health. Let's not muck this up. I'm going to hit the button. Because there's no cutscene for this one because they're already shooting. That was extremely close. I'm slowing down time. I need to get over there quick. Before the pyrotechnics go off. Okay, I don't know where I need to go now. I really wanted to go in the opposite direction, so I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna have to take the hit. Alright, so once this timer runs out, we are done! But guess what? It still doesn't end. You have to grab the timepiece in order to actually win. So if there are still any tokens spawning in, if you want to end it, grab the timepiece before they despawn. I implore you! My adrenaline is way too high right now. I'm coming over here. Screw it, I'm going to finish it and take damage. Give me that! And I'm slowing down time as well at the earliest opportunity. Give me that. There we are! Finally! An hour in recording. Like, 1 minute, 5 seconds. As soon as I said 1 minute, 5 seconds, that's how long it took. That took an hour! That mission sucks! I do not like it. RNG. Just RNG. And the missiles are active before you press the buttons to turn on the rockets just because the mission says so. I hate that mission. Yes, they made it easier so you don't have to whack the pyrotechnic gears. They've changed them to buttons that all you have to do is walk over them and just continue dodging. That's I believe that's the same in the main original one as well now. Might as well just change it completely. But other than that, that's one change. You can't fix how the level was originally built unless you change the level entirely. And you're not going to do that. It's not a good level for a Death Wish. And therefore the Death Wish sucks.
Wow, kid, look at you go. Maybe you're sturdier than you look.
And I did not need you mocking me because of RNG. That's a thing I hate. He talks when you die sometimes. It's like what happens very rarely in Mario Maker, where, you know, Mario, you fall into a pit or something, and instead of, you know, the usual diddly-diddly-diddly-do, and then you respawn and you just do the thing and start again and whatnot, you have to, like, sit there for about, like, 1 to 2 minutes just hearing some random shit like Mario just going through the basement to get back to the level. It's not fun.
You've got a good number of contracts under your belt, but there's plenty more where that came from. So get back to it, kiddo! Tick-tock!
Well, that's finally done. I would like to be done for the day, because that was an hour recording, but no, that's only one mission, and that's going to probably be edited down quite considerably. We're not done yet, but thankfully we've actually got something that I do like, because it's actually, you know, it actually feels like it's part of what the game is designed to be. Snatcher Coins in Battle with the Birds. It's a collectathon, and that is exactly what I like, because you go around finding yarn, drift tokens, relics. Now we've got 3 coins to find. So that's going to be another little montage, and I can get to chill. And you know what? I think I want to steal myself for this, so I'm wearing the metal. Because screw it. We have 3 coins to find in Battle with the Birds. They're not in all locations. We do actually have to hop between chapter to chapter in order to find them all. So where the first pyrotechnic switch is near the start where DJ Grooves is in Picture Perfect, and I would recommend Picture Perfect so you don't have to relive that trauma of the big parade, and it's also a lot easier and simpler. Go behind the red building that's pretty much next to the pyrotechnic switch on the side of the level, and behind the hat sign you'll find the coin. So either Act 1 or the final act of Deadbird Studio, being, well, I'm just using the award ceremony because there's no opposition in my way. The token is up there on top of the clock tower, so we need to get to the top of that. Now, you can't exactly get onto the roof, So what you need to do is climb up this bit, and no bonk is your friend on getting this particular coin. Okay, so we are out pretty much in the middle of Train Rush where the flame ring is. Yes, you got a bit of a time limit, but the token is here. The arrow is pointing up here. What you want to do is actually jump on top of this, which doesn't actually seem like you're supposed to do, and that is where our final token is. That's a very cheeky one, because like the design of these, as well as how the camera handles where you are, doesn't feel like you're supposed to be up here, and that is a bit cheeky, but at the same time, kind of a crafty place to put it, considering that you'll be on a time limit, and you would probably be thinking where to go. But if you've also, you know, did the previous Death Wish that, you know, you'll have to go through here without jumping, which we did in the last episode, you know that you've actually got plenty of time, more time than necessary. So, yeah. And remember that the Snatcher's tip, you can always use the map badge if you're cautious. I have it equipped for the sake of showing you how it works because of the purple crazy taxi arrow. I won't be using it all the time, but I have been for these first two as an introduction. That's that candle complete, and it actually deactivated itself because there's no point actually activating it because we've collected them all. Remember, as long as the candle is available, you will see silhouettes of the coins if the candle isn't lit. But you can't activate candles or access the Death Wish map menu when in a level. So keep that in mind. And with that, we actually get something related to that very chapter with an odd line of pixels there. That wasn't cropped very well. Yeah, detective outfit. Swap your outfit. It's not a hat, it's the outfit, because kind of actually got rid of my costume that I was ready for, but I'm going to go for my costume back. We'll see that later. That would have been nice for some other stuff, but right now I want to stay in costume. And the reason being is because where is it? Yes, the next common denominator will be this number 8 over here, since it's the lowest of all the ones available thus far. No other levels are available for free. So we'll come over here, and this is the final one that... No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I was about to say it's the final one for today. No, it isn't. I want it to. I'm wishful thinking because I spent an hour on the Great Big Hootenanny. See, she sped round from outer space. I got it confused with You're Back from Outer Space. But the reason why I got it confused is it's exactly what you think it is. It's the exact same level, or based off of the exact same level. Clear she came from outer space in 1 minute 50 or less. To get the other two stamps, which you are going to probably get all at once if you're going to go for the highest speed possible, is that you need to complete it within 1 minute 20. Yeah. I'll see if I want to get the winning one, because this is another speed run. First of all, pro tip, don't try to race the Mafia executive. You have to actually chase him like you had to in the original, which is why I died here. I had to restart. Now, this attempt has been mostly fast forwarded because for whatever reason on that particular wall that I tried to jump over, I was on the wall but I didn't latch onto it, and then I latched onto the gate. You want to latch onto the wall so you can vault over the wall and then follow the stairs up to a green path in order to make it pretty much up to the cliffs where you can jump up past the yellow crane in order to go past the pipes in order to make it. Now, I had a lot of mess-ups right there, which as you can see right here, there's the timepiece! I ran out of time, so I had to hit the restart. Here's the non-speed-up version. This was the winning run. This is what I wanted to happen when going over that great...
What's the hurry, kid? It's not like you'll die if you slow down.
Climb up the stairs, follow the green path, get mud whenever you want without getting tripped over by that Mafia, because that will cost you precious seconds. This is extremely tight. It's basically just do the mission as quickly as possible. You want to reach Luca pretty much around the 27-28 seconds mark. I think I was a little bit late on 28.5. Thank you, Mafia, for interrupting me. That doesn't exactly help with your concentrating, especially since I haven't actually failed this many times. But I've just got barely enough time to make it, and as you'll see why. Because the rest of this level, obviously, you got to chase the Mafia goon, and, well, that means that you're going to have to just wait around. If you go past him, you've got to wait around. And you got to make sure that you don't get hit by that raccoon. You don't want to bonk, so no bonk is obviously very helpful. So you can just go straight to a wall run, which you can just jump out of, instead of getting hit and then waiting for you to land on the floor and then try to recover out of it. But yeah, after the last stretch there, he was knocking me for a loop there. That's pretty bad, but it doesn't matter. He still has to reach the end in order to do it, and for some reason, I get really glitchy lighting when this thing happens. I get, like, red sparks everywhere. Don't know what that's about, but watch what happens here, and I'll comment it in live commentary. How did I get that literally 0.01 away from finish? I bounced off his back and it almost messed me up there. I would have had to restart again at the very end. And if you noticed, because I don't know if I cut any of that out, when you pause in that particular one, the timer doesn't stop. That is mean. I paused the game, time shouldn't be ticking. But I bounced off his back there and I barely missed it. If I was 0.01 seconds off there, I would have lost it. Okay, we're not doing Mafia's jumps. You know why? It's the exact same level as she speedran, and, well, you're back from outer space yet again. The same concept, doing the exact same level, the exact same part. The only difference is you've got to pretty much do the entirety of She Speedrun from Outer Space, but you've got to do it in less than 7 jumps to get all 3 stamps. If not, it's 11, and and the finishing one is 15. So it's either 15, 11, or 7. So if you go for the best one, you're gonna complete it. But obviously some jumps you can't make without using the ice hat, which is going to give you a tip about. We're not doing that one for the sake of variety, plus this one's now available as well. This is the one that we're doing, Vault Codes in the Wind. Now, here's the thing. You only have 30 seconds per ticket to collect each vault code. It's not 30 seconds for the whole level, it's 30 seconds to get all tokens. Now, you can get the 10 Mafia stamp without beating the level. This is one of the few times where you can do a bonus requirement without beating the level. For don't slow the flow of time, obviously it's not going to check that until you beat the level. So you have to do not slow the flow of time in tandem with getting all the golden vaults and opening up the vault in time. However, you can defeat 10 Mafia at any time as long as you hit 10. If you don't hit 10, you got to do it all again. I'm going to get all of the vaults to beat the level first without using the time stop hat. Then I'm going to go and try and defeat all 10 Mafia. So again, it's another speed run, but this time we have to collect stuff and get back to the vault. Let's get into it. Now, I just want to say, when I'm speedrunning, I'm not perfect. I'm not a speedrunner by any means, so obviously this ain't the most optimized. I slow down parts in order to grab the ticket because they move around in specific areas. But the tickets also wave about while following their path, so that makes it quite difficult for you to grab them because what they are is their hitbox. The most annoying one is, well, there's actually 2 annoying ones. It's mostly around the lighthouse here, since it's probably the most awkward to get to. This black gazebo one is probably the easiest one to grab, since it just goes around and slightly below. And the last one hangs around this bell and the little ravine below where the water fountain is, which I swear the effect makes it look like it's going upwards, which doesn't make sense. But yeah, you want to grab this one when you're jumping up the wall so that you're already heading back to the golden vault. You have to open the golden vault in order to finish. Do not kill Mafia while doing this, leave that for later for the next run like I do. As you see here, I've failed getting all the Mafia, but you do not need to get the timepiece or open up the vault while killing 10 Mafia. We'll be doing that in the immediate next run. As you saw there, what's kind of the problem there is that I somehow dance around the vault tickets because their hitbox is literally what they are. If you don't touch the ticket itself, you don't collect it. And not only does it move around, they also wave about in place, so they're moving while moving. But now we have the raincoat. That would have been nice to wear when going through the rainy level. That's why I'm saving Mafia jumps for next time. We're going to have that equipped for now, because why not? But we got 10 Mafia to defeat.
3, 2, 1.
What? Why did my hat cut off?
It gets better every time.
Yeah, I do not know why I was having trouble on my hat on that attempt. This attempt as well, I just can't grab the token. I'm having a little bit of problems. But the problem is that, as I'm showing you right now on the speed up, this was the successful take, because all you gotta do is kill 10 Mafia, but you have the time limit of 30 seconds. The only way to replenish that 30 seconds is by grabbing a ticket, which is why I had 2 fails right there. Also, just equipped the no bonk badge to make platforming a little bit easier for myself right there. That's what I did during that little bit of a speed up. But the problem is, I can't kill any more Mafia unless I grab the other token, or ticket, excuse me, where the lighthouse is. So I have to go grab that first before I can kill any more Mafia. And when I start to run out of time, I need to get back on the big black tent in order to kill enough Mafia. And the harbour, the port, that's where you want to be for kills. And there we go. Now, I do not need to actually take a death. I don't even need to wait for the time to run out or beat the mission. As long as I leave, you can't touch me, and I've got that stamp. Oh boy, I've been recording for 1 hour 40 minutes. That's a lot of time to cut down and edit because Hootenanny was a Hooten-Baddie. So, you know what? I think that will be the end for this one. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode for more Death Wish. Pray for me.